Hello and happy Friday, everyone. I'm Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 18th of November, 2022. We are using the Good Tarot, the deck that threw itself at my feet in a bookstore. Have to love that. I have something to share before we get into the message today. A few hours after I recorded yesterday's reading, I was passing by the tarot table and I noticed that two cards had fallen onto the floor and skittered under the table. So I pulled those out. They came from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. They must have fallen out while I was shuffling. And what I find interesting about these two cards is that we had Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing, divine timing. And then we had Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. But what really has drawn my attention is that we started yesterday's reading with the Wheel of Fortune out of Sawyer's Path and a reversed Three of Swords. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune and what looks like the Three of Swords here. So go back and check out yesterday's reading if you need a reminder of those messages. And just know that the universe is busy getting our attention with repeating cards. All right, so today, the Good Tarot, energy atmosphere of the day. The sun is in Scorpio. The moon is in Virgo. The tarot table is card witching for us. Love it. 3 cards fell out from the Good Tarot in the shuffle. First of which, Messenger of Fire. This would be the Page. Or the Knight. Now I'm going to have to look that up. Anyway, it's in the Suit of Wands. So we've got passion. Don't we always, though? That would be the Knight, not the Page. Cool. So, Knight of Wands there. Excellent. So we're going through the day with gusto. I like that. We're charging right onto the scene today. This is followed by no way. Fortune's Wheel. Here we go again. Look at this. And they're both named the same way. So Wheel of Fortune is the divine delivery system. And I'm sensing here we have a message that's coming in hot. And then we have the Two of Air, which is the Two of Swords here. So a decision to be made, choices to make in relationship to what is arriving on the scene for us, rather creatively, powerfully, passionately. There's another message that I'm feeling behind these cards is that in some way, we may have spread our energy a little bit too thin. We may have overcommitted to our own schedule or our own ideas of where we are most investing our energies. And I feel like the universe has a way that we've been choosing against. You know, gosh, we talk about this so often, to be in the energy of allowing. And at times we get impatient with divine timing. Feast of Plenty, Fortune's Wheel over here. You know, the divine delivery system is forever bringing us a feast of plenty, though we can at times get impatient for the swiftness or what we perceive to be a lack of swiftness on the turning of the wheel and what is being delivered to us, which is in alignment with our passions, our fire, our skill and our talent, our ambitions even. And then we start choosing, making decisions and choices about moving it along, What can I do different? I had a conversation with a dear, dear friend the other day, and she had commented that because she wasn't seeing evidence, she assumed there was something she wasn't doing, or perhaps there was something that she hadn't done correctly, when the cards instead were pointing her toward allowing, accepting, being in the flow. And I feel that we could potentially be bucking the system in that regard, and it would serve us better to allow. And I also feel here it's important for us to check ourselves with how we are committing to everything we are doing and where we are investing our energies. Are we letting other things slip by us because our prioritization is a little off center right now? So the answer here is come into your heart space, come into love, and prioritize through the energy, the raw, loving energy of divinity. Prioritize this way rather than through some mental process. Oh gosh. Now we have the Lover's card. Yeah, so choose love. How sweet is that? Okay. Everything that is before us in the energy atmosphere has two choices, always has two choices, love or fear. Are we taking action out of fear, thinking we've not done enough or we've not invested correctly? Or are we allowing love to turn the wheel and to stay open in our heart space to receiving what the divine delivery system is bringing, and ultimately make the choice lovingly to prioritize everything in your world with love at the center of those choices? Next, Seven of Earth. There we go. Seven of Coins. This is the one where we see a harvest on the vine, not quite ready for picking. And this brings me back to the message of, are you investing in what's growing? Or are you attempting to invest energy where you need not invest it? And as a result, are you depriving yourselves, are we depriving ourselves of a feast of plenty by stepping away from the blessing of allowing? Then we have Three of Air. There's the Three of Swords again. That's fascinating. So this will be now the third time this has come around. So it came out of Sawyer's Path yesterday, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Swords. Then it came out of the Shaman's Dream underneath the tarot table. And now it's coming out of the Good Tarot yet again. So the Three of Swords is pain, loss, and sorrow of the past. Are we about to repeat an action that's not serving our highest and greatest outcome because we're not necessarily choosing love in the moment because we've got some mental trap going on with a to-do list, and we've prioritized this to-do list rather than allow what's in front of us to simply blossom on the vine and gift us? So check the way you are prioritizing everything right now. Is love at the top of the list? Is love at the center of it all? If it isn't, make that shift for yourself and trust the divine flow. Okay, from the bottom of the deck, how is the universe supporting us in this dynamic energy? Two of Wands. Doors are opening. We're walking through them. We're having a whole new world of experience. This is such an encouragement card right here for us. We are being encouraged to step into a whole new world of consideration with love at the forefront, love at the center. Next, oh my goodness. Here's the Death card yet again. We've seen quite a bit of the Death card. We're talking about transformation here. If we desire to make true and lasting change, we have to transform. We have to do things differently. If you want a different result, you have to take a different action. We've been encouraged out of angel answers for days to take action assertively. So take action assertively through the energy of love and reprioritize what's going on in your world. Any limit of time is a limit of time that you've placed on your priorities. Do you get that? Going by a clock or a calendar, a measurement of time, rather than being in the flow of allowing. Yes, that requires effort and investment on our part, though the universe is willing to do all the heavy lifting when you come into the love of what's unfolding and what's before you, what's transforming. Next, we have Knight of Swords. See, there is a swiftness to the energy when we let go of any attempt at control in our sense of priority. Things go a lot smoother, things flow more easily for us, and they will flow swiftly through the energy of transformation. So here again, we're getting do it different. You want different, do it different. If you're taking some same old approach to the way you've prioritized what is before you, you're going to get the same result that you got in the past, which ultimately led to some experience of the Three of Swords. I'm hearing, do not rob yourself of joy. And then the next card, it's called Patience in this deck, though this is Temperance. Let the universe do its part in concert with how you are heart-centered, love-focused. Last, certainly not least, the Hanged Man. Pause in the action. You can take action assertively and still pause and get the lay of the land here and choose again through the energy of love. Beautiful messages. Okay, what's next? Angel answers. These cards are great for answering your questions, confirming situations and circumstances for you. You can simply allow these cards to be a fresh message. Okay. Meditation brings answers. It certainly does. That confirms the Hanged Man quite beautifully. So pause in the action, garner your gains, recenter, refocus into your heart space. Remember that your heart space energy is 5,000 times more powerful than your thought space, than your thinking mind or your thinking brain. Your mind is in the field, the universal field. Whoa, next. I love how the cards do this. There's the let go card. Let go and allow. Go with the flow. Let go and go with the flow. Yes. Our sweet, simple, intuitive yes. One more. Helpful people. Yeah, they're everywhere. Call your nearest and dearest. Have a conversation with them. Share what's going on in your journey. Allow them to bestow their wisdom upon you, their knowledge upon you, and inspire you to get into your heart space. If you're not there, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with what you're up to at this time, get a fresh perspective, laugh a little, Shift energy, transform, death card. Okay, a different deck for a final word on the reading. We're going to use the psychic reading cards. How can we summarize this message? What does our soulful presence have to say to our waking human consciousness? I love when they fall out of the deck for us. There are two. Oh, how sweet. First is white light. You are the light. Call on the light. Anytime I find myself mired in overthinking, this is what I eventually do. Excuse me. I call on the light. I flood my energy field with it and have a bit of a reset. That's what I'm feeling there. And then the next card is spirit guides. Call on your guides, angels, and ancestors. Allow them to lend a hand. Call on the universe at large, the pure raw energy of love. And allow yourself to be blessed by the guides, your own personal guides and angels. Allow yourself to receive some divine intervention if it is required at this time. Have a beautiful Friday, everyone. Peace, love, blessings, happiness, playfulness. Namaste.